Crazy out CAYNE. Riding my bike. Oh man, my notification's already going off. Super early in the day. Well, not super early. It's almost 6:30 right now. Got a really long trip that I'm about to do. Coming from Strong Island, going all the way out to Brooklyn. Oh yeah. And it's gonna be a long one. Heading to a spot. Gonna do some work. Gonna do some work on the trails. On the trails out in Brooklyn. BK all day. But I want to turn my notifications down. Notifications turned down. I want to hear you. Hold on. I want to hear you all day. I thought that was glass on the floor. All right. Okay. Ooh. All right, y'all. So we are on our way out to BK. I don't know how many miles this is going to be, but I think it's going to be pretty long. I think it's definitely over 20 miles. So that'll be fun. And guess what I'm riding today for this trip? Dun, dun, dun. 20-inch BMX racing bike, Sugar CAYNE, New Bridge 20-inch, Pro Double XL. That's right, we're riding this bad boy on this long trip to the spot. So it should be fun. Got some power block tires that I'm nervous about because these are the racing ones, the folding ones, not the street ones. So they're more susceptible to catching a flat. I have one extra inner tube in the bag, and I should have got a I should have got a patch kit, but I didn't get a patch kit, so I'm pretty sure I'll pass by places that have patch kits, but not this early in the morning on a Saturday. Probably won't. Wish me luck on that. Right now we're in Baldwin, and in order to get where I gotta go, it's basically take Sunrise Highway all the way, or something adjacent to Sunrise Highway, which there are not many adjacent roads to Sunrise Highway. Not really. Not heading into Queens. So yeah, we gotta cut through Queens. For those who don't know New York like that, gonna go Long Island, Queens, then into the planet of Brooklyn. That's what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna have to stand up a lot because I do not want my legs to cramp up in the sit-down position. No, that's not fun. It's gonna be a nice long ride. Hope you enjoy the journey. Hope I enjoy the journey. I think on the way back I might cheat, catch a train to Jamaica at least. Might even take the Long Island Railroad back to Freeport on today's ride. We'll see how I'm feeling when it comes time for that. But yeah, there's gonna be periods in this ride where I'm not gonna say a daggone thing because it's a long ride. So hope you enjoy the views. But once I get to Sunrise, then I'll be making some moves. So let me put this on my chest so you can see what's up. Oh, anyways, let's do a quick bike check. I have S&M, what is it, SLT bars? XLT. Is it XLT or SLT? Oh my goodness. The racing bars. The S&M racing bars. 9.5 rise, 9.5 inch rise. So they're pretty tall, which makes them really comfortable on my back. Gives me more leverage when it comes time to pulling the bike up and doing manuals and wheelies and things like that. have an inside stem on here, which I'm really digging. The higher end version of that stem would be the 11 stem, but I don't know, I like this one a little better. Also down here we have 11 tapered forks that look real nice and spiffy with the tapered headset on my bike. Really strong 4130 chromoly forks, 10mm axle. I want to get the 20mm axle one so I can put my Killer Buzz front wheel on. My Killer Buzz front wheel has 20mm through axle. What I'm currently riding on the front is an is an XS 351. This is like when they first made this wheel set, I got this. Big shout out to Pete over there at BRG for hooking me up with those. And I've had them for like 10 years now. Had to be 10 years now. A little chilly out today. Well, this morning. Later on it's going to get warm. ODI mushroom grips. Tektro brakes in the place. I got an Insight seat extender along with a, I don't know what seat post this is, the silver one, but it's a pivotal seat post, and they have a Supercross seat on there, nice yellow one. And the seat extender is cool because, you know, a lot of BMX races, when they do their cool down, they want to sit up, keep the legs extended, and cool down their legs. So they said instead of bringing a stationary bike to the tracks, what they used to do is bring stationary bikes and have them sit on that and ride it around. Not ride it around, you know what I mean. They have them sit on it and pedal it. And I wonder if I go make a right. Let's make a right onto Seaman. Just want to keep going west while gradually going south, which I think this will do for me. Anyways, so back in the day, well, not too long ago, the big BMX sponsors would bring stationary bikes for their pro and expert riders, team riders, to cool their legs down between races. And they would have them ride the stationary bike because, you know, you can put the seat post up high and you do your cool down like that. And then a cool little invention called the seat extender came about, where you can basically put your racing seat post in the seat post that extends the height of your seat post, your seat tube. Because, you know, in a 20-inch, even if you have a really long seat post on a 20-inch, it's not going to go high enough really for you to get into a position where your legs are really extended. I mean, now with all the folding bikes with 12-inch wheels and stuff like that, you do have really tall seat posts. But the cool part about this is that you can actually put your racing seat post or your trail seat post inside this seat post, like I'm doing right now. And for my purposes today, when I get to the destination I'm getting to, I can put my, you know, my seat and seat post combo, which is really short, back in there, bring it down real low so my seat's out the way when I start doing jumps, doing tricks and stuff like that. So kind of have the best of both worlds. I can travel with the high seat post. The thing feels just like a road bike, any single speed road bike. And I'm just reminding myself, I should have done last night. So I should have lubed my chain, which I didn't do. So I hear it. I hear my chain. My chain is like, dude, I need some lube. So that's the good thing about the seat extension. serves multiple purposes. So on the back, Tektro brakes, I think. Yep, Tektro brakes, V brakes. And these brakes work really good. Real cheap. It's a whole kit. It's the brake lever, the cable, and also the calipers, aka the V brakes. And they come as a kit. It's like 21 bucks, 22 bucks. And it does what it's supposed to do. And this is actually probably my best brakes that I have on any of my bikes currently. So that's a good thing. Then I also have Truth BMX quick release C-post clamps on my bike, so I can quick release and adjust my seat however way I want to. I'm not concerned about dropper posts and having the ease of raising and lowering my seat post. It's not important to me. Don't need it. And then also, a dropper post will add a little bit of weight. It's super expensive for a dropper post. I'm not spending $100 for a seat post. I'm not doing it. And you can't put it down as low as a regular seat post. So when I'm riding like the taller bikes, like the gravel bike or my 27.5, I can't get the seat post down low enough to keep it out of the way for what I want to do, for my type of ride. Not for your type of riding, but for my type of riding. I don't like it. So I like to be able to slam my seat post, especially on the taller bikes. So that way I can maneuver more when it comes time to hit the trails and the pump tracks and things like that. You want to have as much space, as much room as possible to manipulate your bike. All right, so it is what it is, homies out there who don't get it. You're gonna have to understand. All right, what we got? We got cars. We got cars, y'all. At 6 o'clock in the morning, we got cars. All right. All right. Thank you. That was nice of her. All right. So we're getting close to the Sunrise Highway. We are still in Baldwin. And I'm about to put this chest piece on so you guys can see the views and stop looking at me. All right, let's do it. Real time. Now I may possibly put cuts to the edit in this video, but I know a lot of y'all like to see the raw edit, non-stop footage, and not just like highlights and things like that. So here's an adjacent street. That'll take me all the way to Rockville Center. This street will take me to Rockville Center, so that way I can avoid being on Sunrise Highway, which is one thing I don't like about Sunrise Highway is cars are going really fast, and it makes you feel like you ain't going nowhere when cars are going that fast past you. You're like, I ain't getting nowhere today. So that's the reason why I don't like Sunrise Highway. It's all in my head. And it could definitely get sketchy on there. And there's some spots that don't have shoulders or sidewalks. So that's whack sauce too. I'm also 30 minutes behind I was supposed to leave at 6 o'clock. Wound up leaving at 6:30. I wanted to leave at 6, so I'm behind schedule. I'm behind schedule. Look at this park. It's nice. Little memorial park. Village Green. Cute little park. Alright, so we are in Rockville Center. Riding this early in the morning is so nice. Nobody's out. Nice and peaceful. One of the problems with this ride too is I got the wind blowing against me. It could possibly be a crosswind, because you do get a lot of crosswind on Sunrise Highway because it runs not too far away from the beach, not too far, so you're getting all that breeze coming north from the beach. It's not too bad, but it's definitely, I could definitely feel it. Alright, so there's a deli right here. We gotta get a water right now before it gets too late. Good morning, man. Alright. I guess I'll get a water. Ooh, and a banana. Oh, wrong. That's it. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. A banana and 2 waters. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Always love it when a deli or a 7-Eleven let you bring your bike in. Because I definitely don't like riding around with a bike lock, because I don't have a lot of flexibility with that. It's not fun. I do have a little bike lock, but that ain't gonna help you when somebody really wants to get your bike. That's for sure. Maybe I'll keep this here in my pocket. And that's it. Gonna continue this journey. We are so far behind on time. It's ridiculous. You gotta pardon the sniffles and a little bit of, I try and blank out the little spits, but today is a sniffle and spit day, seems like. Gross, I know, sorry. Well, let's have this banana and water. Alright. No, I don't like riding around with the water bag. Not my thing. I know some people have asked me about that, and this is not my thing. You know, choices. In life you got choices. That's my choice. I'm gonna stick with it. Also, the days are getting shorter. 6 o'clock this morning, it was pretty dark. So yeah, you're losing sunlight in the day. So Best bet is to get up early, especially on nice days like this, and make the most of it. Missing out on a beautiful day right now. So, might want to hop to it, y'all. Get up early. It's Labor Day weekend right now. This video, I don't know when this one's gonna go up. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday weekend. So now we are about to be on Sunrise Highway. Let's go this way. Hopefully there's a shoulder over here or a sidewalk that I can ride on. Because this part looks like it's going to be a little sketchy. Now the problem with these little non-shoulder things is that all the debris from the road winds up on the side here. Glass, sharp things, you know. Absolutely no shoulder here. I would have to take Merrick Avenue, Merrick Boulevard? Merrick Boulevard. And now here I am stuck with a bunch of cars coming on the road. Because there is no shoulder. So Merrick Boulevard would have been the way to go. Takes me a little bit off course, but I can always cut back in. But it is annoying because there's really no bike lane to take you into Queens from here. But now I have a sidewalk and we are about to enter Lynbrook. So there's that little piece right there. I could have went down Merrick, made a left, came back in. But this is the most direct route. This trip's gonna take a long time. That's a fact. I see they wax that up so you can do tricks. Skateboards, BMX bikes. You do some tricks on there with their pegs. Woo! I've never ridden down this part of Sunrise Highway before. Never had a reason to. So this is going to be interesting. This is all new territory for me as far as riding my bicycle. And I got to find a 7-Eleven. Because 7-Eleven will have WD-40. And once I get WD-40, I'm going to lube this chain. And that's going to be a beautiful thing. A really beautiful thing. Gas stations have them too. So I might do gas station on this side of the street though, not across there. Bike route. Okay. This is officially a bike route. That's what's up. All right. it says end the bike route. So it started and ended already. It's hilarious. I really don't want to stop again. I might have to. I have so much further to go. Oh, nice. You have WD-40? WD-40. Can you grab it for me? I don't want to leave my bike. Alright. Woo! Where is it? Down here?
Yeah. On the first shelf. No, right here, right here. Look at over the flat tire.
Boop, 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 boop. Ah, I'm blind. Alright, folks, we got WD-40. Yay.
$9.77.
Woo! That got me on that one. Thanks, man. Alright, party people. Totally, going over the budget today. This whole day. It's just been going over the budget. Oh yeah. Spray that bad boy up nice. So now I got some new WD-40. Yay. Alright. So that should make life a little bit easier for me. If you guys didn't know, I made a sample sugarcane book bag. It says BMX for life, sugarcane on there. It's actually a peace sign, but I made it into like a little mosaic thing, which is cool. But now our bag is getting a little heavier now. Not liking the increased weight. Not liking that, y'all. Oh yeah, the pedals. I got pop-off pedals on here. These are quick release pedals that I can take off my bicycle. If I get my fingers down there right, come on. There we go, boom. Pop-off pedals made by Flat Bike. Pretty cool. So I got those. And I think that's it. Alright. So now I gave myself some fluids. And now my chain got some fluid. And it's not suffering anymore. Feels smooth like butter. Alright. So we are still in Long Island. We still have to go through Queens in order to get to Brooklyn. We gotta make some moves, y'all. For real, for real. Oh, that chain is so quiet now. So quiet. Love that. Let's get some stand-up action. The wind is definitely blowing pretty significantly. All right, making moves. Peninsula Boulevard. Ooh, ooh. I was thinking about taking that route, but I decided not to because it kind of takes me off course. So we got a nice little windy path here. I'm digging this. Pretty cool. So far, my favorite part of the trip, this little path, this little segment. Thanks, man. All right. So far, we only had one spot that wasn't cycling friendly. Heading out of Rockville Center, where Merrick Boulevard meets Sunrise, crosses over. That's one spot where you have to deviate, then come back on here. Unless you feel like taking a little risk and braving the traffic. It wasn't bad this morning because nobody's really on the road, but when it gets busy, it's probably wax sauce. And I have a steady wind blowing against me, which is not letting up. Just enough to make me tired. Oh. All right. Whew. That IHOP is still there. Whew. Oh yeah. Good money. All right. Yep. The flag is telling the story. The wind is blowing to the east, my brother, to the east, which is blowing against me because I'm heading west. Now, I've always been curious about this spot right here. Nice and covered, not being used for anything. Could be a perfect spot for a paved pump track. Perfect spot. More than enough room. You have to design it special though, because you got all these columns. You could definitely put an extended play space right there for bicycles, skateboards, rollerblades. It's on this side of the road. You have a little path that can take you there. It's really a cool spot for that. Whew. And there's a bike shop right around here too. Used to be 2 bike shops. I don't know that there's 2 bike shops over here anymore. But shout out to Valley Stream Bicycle, which is right on Merrick, a couple blocks away. All right. Whoa, that's not a good sound to have. Classic car show, Friday evenings. Okay. No more path. Just out here on the shoulder. Whew. And we are in Valley Stream, party people. Valley Stream, not too far from Green Acres Mall. Not too far. Whew. Hopefully there's a path up here that I can hop on. I don't like these little shoulders because, like I was saying before, oh, there is a path right down there through the parking lot. Because there's lots of glass and all kind of stuff that gets pushed over here. Let's see if this path continues over here. But there is a path to the parking lot. There's a whole lot of cars over there. And a dirt road. Oh, car dealers parking their cars there. It's a dirt road, gravel road. Definitely a good spot to ride the gravel bike. Let me stand up. Relieve some pressure off my back tire, just in case I hit something that can puncture it. Standing up sometimes helps. And having bad things happen to the back tire. Woo. Oh, I hate that. I'm just hitting all kind of little stuff. Hopefully there's a path up here. Nope. Oh yeah. A little something. Nah, it's more dirt path. Boo. And it's like really gravelly gravel. Not the smooth stuff. It's thick gravel. Not fun gravel. Super thick gravel. Yeah, we'll stick to this. So there's no bike lane, sidewalk, nothing. Just shoulder. Which is better than nothing. But New York City got me spoiled. Because they have designated bike lanes. It's more than enough room here to put, like, you know, a legit bike lane with the green paint and the arrows and signage. Definitely More than enough room for that. It would be cool if they added a feature like that on Sunrise Highway. At least the parts that you could do it on. So if Transportation Alternatives is watching, let's make it happen, y'all. They got a path over here. Pretty beat up though. So you kind of already have a path here that you could do that on. It comes up here though, it ends like right here. But you can make it continue straight down. I know they're doing it on the North Shore, which is cool and all. They need to do it on the South Shore too. You can take care of all those North Shore Long Island folk, but don't forget about us South Shore Long Island folk. Our houses cost a lot too. Our taxes is super expensive too. So hook us up. But actually, it's really a thing of people getting involved in the community meetings and requesting it. At the end of the day, it's got to be a demand for it. So if it ain't there and you're not trying to get it or putting the footwork, legwork into making it happen, it's not gonna happen. So anybody who wants to see something like that needs to speak up about it. There's more sidewalk over there. So you can take that. I'm just very, very nervous about debris and glass. But there is a sidewalk over here. Rosedale. That's the Rosedale train station. Lots of trains I can catch. If I don't feel like riding the rest of the way in or on my way back, I'm like, man, forget it. Oh, you know what? Let me turn here. Because from what I saw on the map, I did check the map out, is that there's no shoulder over there on Sunrise Highway. So my best bet is to take the North Conduit, which should have a sidewalk. We're going Sunrise Highway, riding over the Southern State Parkway, a Belt Parkway. Over there, there's no shoulder, from what I saw. I could be wrong. But over here, we got sidewalk and all that. Not a very good sidewalk. Needs to get trimmed down and stuff like that. Then you have a playground that's not been used in years. Green Thumb North Court. This right here, this space right here could be made into a nice spot. Pump track and all that. Only thing that's dangerous is getting across the street during rush hour. They might have to put a light there. so people can cross. But that could definitely be developed into a pump track space. So unfortunately over here, there is a sidewalk, but it's all overgrown. All overgrown. Lots of glass. Over here you have an opening, but then when you get over here, there's nothing. No sidewalk, no shoulder, nothing. Nada. So that's not cool. And this is Sunrise Highway continuing, connecting on to the conduit. And there definitely is no shoulder for that. So that's a little sketchy. But it can definitely be fixed and made bicycle and pedestrian friendly. For your journey into Queens and Brooklyn. Anyways, finally, I'm in Queens. We are in Queens, party people. And now we are working on our trip to Brooklyn. I'm thinking the hour has passed. Maybe. Oh, look at this table. That is perfect. Pretty sure an hour has gone by. Now, problem here. Looks like I'm losing shoulder action. A little bit of sidewalk. Overgrown. Glass. Boo, boo, and boo. And boo. The truck coming behind me. No real sidewalk. And glass. So in this part here, if I'm not mistaken, I could catch a side street, but it's going to take me off course. So that's not good. I want to keep going straight, man. It's a long trip. Don't want to deviate like that. So let's see what we got down here. All right, we have sidewalk over here. Now, I don't like the way that looks down there. First of all, oh gosh, glass and no shoulder. It just ends right here. Now I have no shoulder. So definitely taking an alternate street would be the way to go. And they have sidewalk again here. Looks like there's an adjacent street over here that I can take. Ah. Then you have sidewalk, and then again, no shoulder. You do have space on the other side of this. Well, no, there's a tree here. There was a little space. The rest of this block, from Farmers down to Guy Brewer, looks like there's no shoulder. So Let's check out the alternate route. We'll take this block instead. Go down this way. Because there's no sidewalk over there. And that'll get real janky real fast. Whew. All right. Now I think there's a sidewalk after this. It should be Gaibua. Oh yeah, definitely Gaibua. There should be a sidewalk on this part. Yes, there is. Sidewalk action once again. Now, the part you gotta be careful of here is that you're way in here on the sidewalk, and you got people going flying down this road, and people make right turns trying to get to where they want to get to, and they won't see you all the way over here on this part of the sidewalk, like if it was actually closer to the road. So you gotta be careful of people coming around and whipping around a turn, because they will definitely not see you on this part of the sidewalk. But the good thing is you are away from the traffic, which gets really sketchy over here, because you have people getting off the Bell Parkway. The airport's right down there, so everybody is really scrambling and going fast over here, so it can get a little tricky. Tricky. So I'm just in chill mode right now. Chill mode. Not even pedaling hard. So now here's the questionable part. Here is the part that I have questions about. Conduit should go across Rockaway Boulevard right here. But conduit should keep going straight across. But is there a shoulder or a sidewalk that I can ride? Ooh, glass. Lots of glass. Is there a shoulder? Sidewalk that I can ride in that area. Gonna find out today. So what I'm talking, oh man, more glass. So what I'm talking about is where the conduit crosses the Van Wyck. I'm not sure if there's a sidewalk or a shoulder. But like I said, I'll find out today. You know, you drive it 1,000 times, you'll never really pay attention to the bike route. So there's that. Baisley Pond Park. Baisley Pond Park is pretty big. It shoots all the way down that way. And I believe it ends a couple of blocks away from Guy Brewer, which is way that way now. Pretty sure of it. I used to go to school in Queens, PS 140. Maybe I'll do a thing like that. Maybe I'll do a bike tour of the schools I used to go to. Maybe I'll do that. Might be interesting. That might be kind of cool, actually. That's a crazy trip, that's for sure. But it would be kind of cool. I also want to do one where I go to some of the different spots we used to ride back in the day. I showed a couple of spots in some of the past videos. Well, to do like a whole video where I ride to each spot we used to go to. Because you know what? I never, back then we didn't track our miles. So it would be kind of cool to see how many miles we used to go back in the day to get to these little trails and stuff that we used to ride at. Oh. So far there is a sidewalk. So far, so good. All right, man. Let's see about this part. So now here's where all the glassy stuff is at. Let's see, mad glass. And there is a sidewalk. Got some overgrowth cutting you off. Lots of debris. Lots of debris. And they're also doing construction over here. So you don't have a sidewalk over here. No shoulder or sidewalk due to construction. Luckily nobody's trying to get on the parkway. Then you have absolutely no shoulder over here. Just this little bit of path. But no shoulder. Hopefully they'll add something here. But right now there's nothing. So at this point, I say we're in Brooklyn. Oh no. Oh God. I think this is still part of Queens. Haven't gotten to Brooklyn yet. Getting close though. So we have sidewalk action over here. Sidewalk action. Oh, I like the sound of that. All right, nice sidewalk right here. Got a nice park over here too. Tennis courts, basketball courts. baseball field, playground, all that good stuff. Still making moves. Got sidewalk action. Let me check my messages just in case something important. Alright, so it's 7:30 now. So I've been riding for an hour. I think I got pretty far. So far, oh gosh, so far I've done 13 miles, 13.3 miles. It's taken me an hour to do that. I've really been in chill mode. 13 miles is what I usually do when I'm riding from Cunningham to the city. I usually do it under an hour. But actually, you know what? I made a couple stops today. That definitely added to my time. But anyways, let's see what messages I got. Alright. I can't check these messages. Nah. Get back to the Strava. Chia. Alright. Let's focus on the road, buddy. So this part over here, luckily, we have sidewalk. So if we can get at least this in them different spots where there wasn't this, that'd be cool. Because over here, they got it figured out. They have more room to play with though. But they really need to, some kind of way, figure something out. Alright. That was Lefferts Boulevard. What we want to do is go down a little further. And there's a little wop whip that we have to do, which will lead us to the bike lane. That'll take us the rest of the way. A designated bike path. That'll take me the rest of the way. Woo. Alright. So we are getting close to the aqueduct. The casino, getting close. There it is. Resorts World Casino, New York City. Where they have the Winter Comic-Con? WinterCon, I think is what it's called. Shout out to my dude Frank. Puts on a great event. Eternal Con and WinterCon. Comic book conventions that go down in Long Island. I haven't been to a Comic-Con in so long. Man, I used to love covering comic book conventions. I need to get back to that. I don't know where in my time schedule I'll be able to fit that in. But I really miss doing stuff like that. Alright. Do I turn on this block? I don't remember. No, it's Cross Bay I want. I want to turn on Cross Bay. But there's no shoulder on Cross Bay. I mean, there's no shoulder on this block. So we'll go this way and see if we can find this bike path. I don't feel like riding on this road with no shoulder. Not fun. So let's see where this takes us. Not too far off. Not too far off. So we'll make a right turn over here. And let's see what happens. Could definitely fit a bike lane over here. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. And it looks like it turns into, I'm gonna make a left here because I'll be going against traffic trying to get on the parkway, and we don't want no parts of that. It's a nice block. Okay, 156 Ave. We'll make this right turn. I see somebody on a bicycle. That's a good sign, because we're trying to get to this bike path. We should be down this block somewhere. Somewhere. Okay, so this is Cross Bay Boulevard right here. The block I wanted to go to in the first place. So that's good. Over here by Howard Beach. And there should be some kind of entrance to a Greenway bike path. That house is extremely too big for that piece of property. Daggone. 3 floors? Bruh. Look at all the other houses here. Why would you build that monstrosity in the middle of all these houses? Another one down there. 3 stories, crazy balcony. It's like, then you build something like that, and now you're raising the taxes and all that nonsense for the people who live here. They ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? That's whack. All right. Where is the entrance to this bike lane? This is the question. Should I pass it? The guy on the road bike, he veered off. There goes the path right there. And I passed the entrance to the path. Now the question is, should I go back? Let's go back. Because I don't know where another entrance will be. Let's see if we can find the entrance to this path. How far back do I have to go? No entrance there. There's a block right there. Let's go to that block. Maybe this block has it. I should have followed that guy on that bicycle. He might know something I don't know. Well, I don't know anything over here. Alright, so this is a block right here, which may possibly lead me to this bike path. Or a path that turns into a bike path. I see an entrance to something. Oh, all right, here we go. Here we go. There it is. So this should take me, if I follow this, it takes me all the way around. Follows the Bell Parkway all the way around. Go past Verrazano Bridge and over that Coney Island. But that's not what we're doing today. That's a long ride. And this will eventually turn into a nice, smooth, legit bike lane, bike path, somewhere along the line. Right now it's still old school and bumpy. Okay, I see why the guy made the left. He was doing the whop and the whip because he didn't want to ride through this bumpy stuff to get to the bike path, which is right here. It starts right here. Booyah! Here we go. So now we're in the bike path. Whew. We got a ways to go in this thing. I'll take my time with it and just cruise. Now, not only do I have wind blowing against me, I also have the wind from the cars adding to the wind blowing against me. Oh boy. Oh. It's gonna be a long little ride. Very straight ride. Well, there's little twists and turns here and there. But for the most part, pretty straight. Alright y'all, so who's still with me on this ride? Let me know in the comments. Let me get that timestamp too. Let me know the timestamp if you're still with me. I got a ways to go. It's gonna feel really long because it's a very straight road and you got the traffic going. But so far, I've been enjoying the ride. It's not bad, especially this time of morning. Not a lot of traffic. Just a couple of things they could do to make their ride a lot better for bicycles. To get you onto this, they can extend that all the way. Sunrise Highway. That'll be really cool. Whew. Legs on fire. That is tight. Shirley Chisholm State Park. Oh yeah. It's a huge park too. I need to revisit that spot. That little pole right there, them two poles, way too tight. I know one thing. This part of the Bell Parkway becomes a parking lot. It's a parking lot most of the time. So in reality, taking a bike lane is probably faster, like midday. Sometimes it takes an hour and change just to drive out here by car in the middle of the daytime. Whew. Little climb right here. A little bit of a climb right there. Then you get blessed on this side, going down. Morning. Whew. Nice little relief. Woo! I really hope the wind's blowing with me on the way back, because that'd be fun. It's a whole different vibe when the wind's pushing you in the direction you want to go. It's getting windier. It's getting a little windier. So we are making moves. Oh, and by the way, 20 inches. Working amazing on this ride. Nice and comfy. Sitting up high. Doing this thing. And the best part is I can take it to the trail, skate park, and have fun there too. Multi-purpose. What's my gear ratio though? I forgot what my gear ratio is. I think it's a I think it's a 42.15. I think that's what I did. Or 43.15. Something like that. It's in between a 44.16 and a 45.16. So, not super easy. 45.16 is not super tough. But if I don't ride it a lot, I'll wind up becoming out of sync with my bike. Especially when I ride the other bikes with a variety of gear ratios. Morning. So, well, I like this gear because I still get some nice speed pretty quick, and it doesn't wipe me out as easily, especially if I don't, train or ride as much. I can hop back on this and pretty much be all right. Pretty much. Whew. Here's another climb. About to go over another bridge. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh yeah. Good stuff. All right. Woo. About to be at Rockaway Parkway. Coming up real soon. This is actually a nice bike path. I like it. I thought I'd be bored being next to the parkway and riding straight, but it's not bad. Definitely better than doing the Crabtree, Cedar Creek to Crabtree, going from Jones Beach to Crabtree. Whew. I did that a few years ago. It was pretty boring. I gotta do it again for y'all so I can check it out. Definitely like to get your opinion on that. Of course, nothing beats riding around in the city with all the traffic and stuff. But this isn't bad. It is early, so probably be more like bike traffic and stuff later on, which will also make it a little more interesting. But we're right by the water, which is cool. Then you have, Shirley Chisholm Park back there. You can stop over there. There's lots of places. I don't know if you can ride. Yeah, you can ride in that park. There's a lot of trails in there you can ride around. Little beach area right there. That's dope. I'm getting here faster than I expected. Getting real close to my destination. Real close. When you're in the car and you drive it all the time, it's kind of hard to gauge how long it'll take on a bike. I thought it would take me longer to get here on my bicycle. from Queens. They are just now opening up the park. Just now opening up the park. That's how early we are. Whew. It's actually a really pleasant ride, I must admit. Now I kind of want to go to Coney Island, but I'm not doing that today. It's not part of the mission. Coney Island is not part of the mission. But I may have to do that in a future video. Maybe not from Long Island. Maybe I'll park over here at that park. Ride to Coney Island. Maybe go underneath the Verrazano Bridge. Things like that. That might be a fun one. Oh, maybe I'll go to Owl's Head. So from here around to Owl's Head, because I have never been to Owl's Head. Can you believe that? All my skate park folks. As long as Owl's Head Skate Park has been there in Brooklyn, I've never been. As a matter of fact, there is another skate park on this route that I wanted to check out. It's very old, pretty run down, but I wanted to see where it was and possibly petition to get them to rebuild it. So that would be cool. So we're gonna take this way. And then there's supposed to be, if it's still there, a modular pump track at Coney Island. Good morning. And then Owl's Head. And there's probably some more skate parks on the way. Skate parks all over the place. So maybe I'll do something like that. And then ride back this way to the car. Whew. That's gonna be crazy. All right. You found something? Yes, sir. Morning. All right. All right. So we're heading to the park now. That's a really cool spot right there to go hang out. I don't have time today to indulge in the fly spots on this bike path. I have a lot to do today. Morning. All right. This is a cool part of the bike path right here. I like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now, Canarsie Park is where we're at. That's a trail, Canarsie Park Trail. What? We're in Canarsie Park right now. Out here in BK. In BK. And this bike, oh my gosh. What a fun bike to ride on a long distance ride. You guys do not understand. Get yourself a really good BMX racing bike. Something that is sized for your height. This is a Pro XXL, so it has a longer top tube, has a longer wheelbase, so it feels a lot better. Morning.
Morning, good morning.
All right. And we're here at the spot, son. All the grass grew. All the grass grew. Daggone. Now I'm supposed to be meeting up with some fellas from Brooklyn, and they're supposed to be here by now, because 8 o'clock was the start time of our operation. and they're not here. What time is it? Oh wow, it is 8 o'clock. What? I got here on time. I really thought I'd be late, but I'm not late. What? This is crazy. It took me an hour and a half to get here? That's insane. That is insane. That's really insane. Anyways, I did it all on my 20-inch BMX race bike. Sugarcane New Bridge Pro Double XL. Got race parts on here. And man, did this thing just do its thing on this ride. Such a comfortable ride, such a fun ride. It'd be more comfortable if I had a more comfortable seat. So I need to definitely get a more comfortable seat for a really long distance. It does fine on like little 10-mile rides and stuff like that, but I can definitely use something a little bit more comfortable. But this is one of my favorite seats to ride on. But that's it. Bike survived, I survived, and here we are at the trails. What? Oh, Lordy. Oh yeah, they just grinded it up. Whew. All right, y'all, so this crazy out CAYNE. Once again, this is a nice successful, oh, wait a minute. How many miles was this in total? Is the question. That is the question of the day for me. I have gone, hey, I hit my 20-mile mark. 20 miles, 20.01 miles is what I did. Average speed, 13 miles an hour. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, y'all, so once again, 20-inch BMX bike as a commuter works just fine. Just fine. Just get a high seat post and you're good money. All right? It's Crazy Out CAYNE, sugarcane.com, CACTV, and I'm out. Back to you, Billy.